Okay, friends, we have had a breakthrough today. My son has had a really hard time with eating his whole life. That is his number one struggle. When dinner comes, that's hard. So anyway, we've come so far. He's 13 now and we have come so far, but we still have a ways to go. So I want to tell you some of the different things that I would suggest that you do to help your child with food textures. So the first thing I'm going to suggest is having them touch the food you want them to eventually have in their mouth with their hands. My son used to do this at preschool and it was really good. But what you do is you get a cookie sheet and you fill it up with pudding and you have them touch the pudding, draw pictures in it, and write their name. You might be met with some resistance at the beginning with this, but it's going to be so worth it and they will get used to it. Now remember that with these textures, they can be having quite a different experience than what you are. So do be understanding, don't get triggered by this, let it be a good experience, but also do persevere because you will be rewarded. You don't want to ever let any of this become something that really holds them back. You want to be able to help them get through this. So I really encourage you to persevere and keep going. So there's the pudding. You can also get mud and you can put gravel in it, and then there's that double texture there where there's the wet and then there's something grainy in there. Also with the pudding texture, you could put some rice in there and then that will give that second texture. And you can even, if you feel like it's appropriate, you can explain that eventually that this is an exercise to get their mouth ready to eat tasty things that have kind of a texture. Okay, so just kind of be mindful of that. So anyway, I want to go ahead and tell you what we did today. So we sat down to dinner and I saw an opportunity for my son to eat multiple textures at once. And he's been able to do that. Like he can eat spaghetti sauce and his noodles together. He can do those two things together. And he can also do a Hawaiian haystack. He can do the saucy chicken over rice, and then he can do like some crunchy noodles over the top. And so, but like it always has to, like it's still kind of a limiting thing where he hasn't quite gone to this level before. So I talked to him about it and I was like, "Okay, buddy, here's this dinner, and here, I'll show you what it is." So there's chicken, there's lettuce, there's rice noodles, there is carrots, snap peas, you know, quite a few different things. Those things that I mentioned are things that he's okay with and that he can eat individually. But I said, "Okay, buddy, we're going to try something new today, and we're going to build up till we can have 5 or 6 things in your mouth all at the same time, and that you can chew them and that you can swallow them." So he said, "Mom, that feels weird. I don't know if I can do that." And I said, "Okay, buddy, so you're telling me that it feels weird, but does it hurt you?" And he said, "No, it doesn't hurt. It just feels weird." And I said, "Okay. So, but this is something that will really benefit you. So do you think that we can maybe see a future of it not feeling weird, it just feeling interesting? And then after that, do you think that we could ever see a future where it's not so much interesting as it is enjoyable? Like you gradually go up until putting new foods in your mouth is a fun new experience, and you can handle whatever the texture is that's in your mouth." And he said, "Yeah, maybe we could do that." And so I said, "All right, buddy, so we are going to practice tonight." And so we went ahead and we got the chicken on the spoon and he ate it and it was good. Then we did the chicken and the noodles, put it on his fork, he ate it, and you know, he kind of moved around a little bit, squirmed a little bit, but he's like, "Okay, I did it, I could do that." And so I said, "Okay, let's try the chicken, lettuce, and the noodles." So we did that and it was fine. And then we did chicken, lettuce, noodles, and carrot. And then chicken, lettuce, noodles, carrot, sugar snap pea. Now, this was like huge for him. He has a really hard time with the vegetables, but these kids with special needs, I am telling you, they have to have this good nutrition. It is paramount. And so we, you know, and we've discussed this, that he needs that good nutrition. And so anyway, good discussion. But I was just so proud of him. And, you know, it was just this really good conversation that we had, that it's not painful. the food going in your mouth and down your throat is not painful. We even talked about that you never get to touch inside of your body anywhere except when you put food in your mouth. And so I said, just think of it like as you making it so that you can feel inside of your body. So the food goes in and the inside of your mouth is filling the food. Then it goes down your throat and then you're just feeling this sensation inside of your body. And I'm like, isn't that interesting? And he's like, yeah, I think we could go there. So anyway, that is what I wanted to share with you. Also, another thing that is good is if you look up the primitive reflexes and look for the rooting reflex and look for the exercise to get rid of the rooting reflex. This is a reflex that you have as a baby that goes away by the time you're about 1 year old. But if you still have it, you'll have that issue with food textures and perhaps even with speech. So I would really recommend you looking that up and looking into that. Anyway, that is my suggestion for today. Talk to you later. Bye.